Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV, and what are we doing now? You know what I'm doing? I just went to the Eco mode in my Ford Powerboost, and I'm going to see today if I can beat that 21 mile per gallon. Can I get to 23? I doubt I will because it's so cold out. I've already had the truck run for a good 10-15 minutes. It's just too cold. So don't think this will be a day, but I got to thinking, why don't I go to Eco mode and see if I can best this MPG up to like 23 miles per gallon. So just follow along here today as I try to do that. And I'm just driving back roads, not doing high speeds, and just staying with the pace of traffic. So how does that all play out today? And I have to go back to the Ford dealer, give them back the incorrect parts and get the right parts. And do I get a few more things? Yeah, do I get a few more goodies? We'll see. So follow me along here today. The worst saying in the world. Follow me along. Follow me along. Wow, so look at this. Even in Eco mode around town, man, I'll tell you what, I think Ford's full of baloney, personally. I think the 23 miles per gallon's malarkey. I mean, how do you get it? Besides just staying at okay, I'm at 20 miles an hour. But no, I'm at 33. So for a second, it was in electric mode. But I mean, I just can't see it. I wonder at other Powerboost forum. Probably go there, probably hear all the same stories. You know, hey, you ain't gonna get no 23 miles a gallon in this truck. If you just drive, you know, you putt around your front yard all day long with electric motor going. That's my guess. So here's classic. A guy that works for me drives that F-150 truck. He shows up this morning. He's like, I can't work today. I'm like, why? He's like, truck only has 20 miles. I forgot to plug it in overnight. So there you go. It's not really a big deal today. It's Friday, and actually he needs a day off to go take care of some other stuff. But he came in this morning to possibly have to do a few things, and he showed up. He's like, forgot to plug in the truck, man. I've talked about this. I made a little scenario, a little skit a while back, and you know, a guy that has an electric vehicle calling in and saying he can't get in today because his electric vehicle didn't charge, and it'll take the next 8 hours to charge it to get into work, or 6 hours from his house. It's classic, man. Classic. All right, so here I am going down the road. Friday, so this Friday's. It's cold up here, though. I mean, it's very cold. For this area here, 28 degrees, windy. We've got some gusts up to 35 miles an hour. But at this area here, it just isn't groomed. This DC, Virginia area, it just isn't a consistent cold type of area. So for us, when it's 20s out and it's windy, this is really cold. I know anybody lives up in Canada, upstate New York, they're like, yeah, this ain't much. I get all that, but no thank you. I've told people for years I wouldn't go any further. Money. Somebody offered me a ton of money to go north, I'd be like, nope, I'm not going further north. No, thank you. No, I'm not no idiot. God offers me $1 million a year, sure. But to be offered just a little bit more money to make around here, no way. Noper. All right, it's just kind of rolling down the road today. I thought I'd make a video. 23 miles a gallon of this Eco mode. I'm in the Eco mode. And right now, you know, even though people be looking at the speeds, I'm not even touching the pedal. I mean, this truck just rolls down the road. And in this area here, everybody goes way over the speed limit. So if you don't really kind of keep your speed within reason, you're just run over. But here's the thing. I mean, I just can't see it. Even in Eco mode, this truck's not doing any better, but it's really cold out, so I guess it's cold out, and that's the reason it's not getting great mileage. Yeah, look, watch the road. Watch the road. I can't believe this here isn't mapped. I just can't believe it. That makes no sense to me that this road right here is not mapped. This is a major road, Route 7. I hear you. Jesus Christ. Stuff drives you nuts. Just turn the damn thing off. This guy's back trunk here is going to be flying open. This guy's got problems. Got the rear window busted out, rear trunk's not even latched. Yeah, this person here has got some challenges. Probably can't even see me. Well, right here lane ends. I don't see why he's doing that. But that'll be interesting. The zigzag, man. So here comes what I... These things just very temperamental. Here comes a Sequoia that I used to own here. That's what I own. Man, that damn thing, I'm just turning this off. It's about to drive me nuts. I used to own that. That was one of my first cars I had with adaptive cruise. And that thing was just terrible. That technology's archaic. And that was my first taste of driving a car with not having to hold the... you could brake and stop. You could brake. It didn't have to stop and go. Wow, it's so hot in here. I gotta turn out the heat. Woo! Look at this. I'm getting there. I'm getting there today. Just may get 23 out of this bad boy. Wow. So it's all electric driving right now. And I'm just kind of, really just milking this thing today just to see if it's possible. Got it in eco mode. And yeah, I would have to say today, I just may hit that 23 miles per gallon. Maybe. It's really windy out, really cold. So if I kind of keep my speeds really moderated, I think it's possible. Wow, screw, this thing is just so temperamental. I mean, it's a fight. I mean, I think you can get 23 miles a gallon, but you're going to have to be a turtle. So the only way I can see, we're just in a lot of slow traffic. So if you're just really in 20 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour traffic, it's just incredible. But I mean, I have to say this much. It had 40 miles on it. All right. And so I'm at 472. So I've gone 431 miles. So it was like 41 miles. And right now, I've got another 170 go. So going, that's pretty phenomenal. That's close to 600 miles. So this truck can go like 500 miles. And that's pretty impressive. And yeah, I mean, I'll take that. I might, I just got such mixed feelings on how Ford claims one thing, but I guess that's what you could say. It's just kind of the borderline disappointment, aggravation, as I say, that do you see that article of that pedestrian on a cyclist bicycle got killed yesterday in like Orange County, California? And apparently some person in their like Audi or four-door sedan car hit this cyclist at an intersection, and that's not what killed him. Apparently the driver got out of his car and stabbed the guy. I mean, just incredible. I mean, you can see the guy's windshield, and the car was totally destroyed by the guy going into his windshield. So who knows? I don't know. I mean, I didn't really read the whole story, but just wow, aggravation, right? The aggravation. I just think a lot of people, I think the media machine's really trying to aggravate people. I think the media machine's slowly going to twist the knob, because what I've said so many times is the political parties' powers have changed. I just really think that the media machine's going to ratchet up and twist the knob of aggravation and just really start, I mean, the violence in the streets is right upon us, I think, more so than ever again. Road work everywhere. Road construction everywhere I drive and go places. It just doesn't end. So see here, fuel mileage back down to 22.5, and I'm on the eco mode. So what's the predictions? Can I hold 23 miles per gallon for more than a mile? At this point, I'd say probably not. All right, now we're out in the open highway. Let me turn my adaptive cruise back on Does it go to hands-free? There it goes. I just love that feature. I mean, I really like the hands-free. Tell you what, this vehicle only reaffirms how much I missed that Ford F-150 Tremor I sold, because it had these same features, and that was huge. The comfort of driving this truck, living out of these vehicles. And I just live behind the wheel of a truck and vehicle every day of my life. And for this technology, I think they've made it a little better. I think it's a little bit more refined than my 2021 Ford F-150 Tremor I had. So to me, this is my F-150 Tremor, even though it doesn't have the suspension package on it. But for the roads and the things I'm doing, it's fine. I mean, it gives me everything that works for me. And I even think the towing capability can even be more exciting. And that's why my goal is to get 1,000 miles in this truck as soon as possible to do a tow video. I haven't looked at the manual, but I'm sure that it's 1,000 miles. But so far, just the enjoyment of this truck and the amenities and the features it have on it, I really am not missing that Raptor truck whatsoever. I'm just not missing it. Do I think the Raptor truck had a better look to it? Yeah, of course it did. No doubt. It had more of a beefy muscle man, it was just more of that beefy grunt, pretty cool look to it. But as far as usability and features that this has given me, to me it's night and day. And this vehicle just gets down the road so easily. It's incredible how easy this truck rolls down the road. And it's just, I can't emphasize enough. There it is. See, that is so nice. The love of the truck. And for the Ford F-150, I'm just a Ford guy right now. I'm sure the GMC Denali and the GM product would be very nice. That Super Cruise. I just am not the GM guy at this stage. And the Ram product, I just don't like the way the Ram 1500 rides. It's too SUV-like. It's too luxurious. This still gives you the truck feel. That's what I like about the Ford product. You still feel like you're driving a truck. So this is just really nice. Oh my goodness, just live on the road. That's all I do. Beautiful sunny day here, but definitely cold and windy. So, 21.9. Boy, how do we get 23? I just think it has to be the 25 to 35 mile an hour roads, maybe 40. I just can't see this thing really. I just can't see it. Oh man, I think I'm goofing up here, but oh well, it's all right. Tell you what, I'll tell you, man, even for me living on the roads, these roads, they just constantly change. The exit ramps, the infrastructure, it's so confusing. Even for me, that I've lived around this area for over 40 years. And I just back there, I took the wrong exit. But I thought that exit would then put me somewhere else. And just incredible. Just incredible. This whole DC, Virginia, Maryland area, the whole infrastructure of roads, it's just very, very challenging. You totally get lost. Maybe you just don't live the road. And it's too crazy. You just have somebody fighting for a spot in front of you, behind you. It just doesn't end. Something I wanted to mention is that front hood that I got, that if you watched my video last night, I tried to put on. It's incredible. So the Ford F-150 Tremor, this is the same design as the F-150 Tremor when you get the Ford blacked out package, and I'm assuming is because of these vents up here on top of the hood. So if you don't have the blackout package, it's a different hood. So the F-150 Tremor hood in the blacked out package hood is specific to that package. And blacked out package, it's a whole different hood. So Ford doesn't make a front hood protector for this truck. According to my parts guy, and even I looked, and I can't find anything. Isn't that weird? Oh, it's just never ending. It's just so many different variables when you buy vehicles anymore. That's the F-150 series, but it's infinite on the different variables of how it's packaged and what fits that truck and what's designed from that truck. It's just incredible. So I can't put a hood deflector, or I should say more a hood protector, on the front of the truck. I can do a PPP film across it if I wanted to. But I just really want more of that black look to the, just a more aesthetics look appeal to it. 22.2. It's all about the fuel mileage, right? All about the fuel mileage. Pretty incredible how things just don't ever change. That used car dealership, I used to drive to Fairfax Auto Parts in 1982, now over 41 years ago. And that little used car dealership's still here. The 29 Diner's still here. And this whole area is just imploded with new business and roads. And if you'd asked me in 1982, would that little car dealership be still there 40 plus years later? I would have said, no way. Just incredible. These little used car dealers. And the thing is, that person owns the land. Odds are that facility owns the land. So it's just, if they can just sell 10, 20 used cars a month and make $2,000 a month off each, $2,000 a car, that's 20 grand a month. For a little operation, that's good money. All right. Wow, hey, this is pretty cool. I just had a subscriber actually reach out to me here a second ago on my YouTube channel, watched my video this morning, and he has the Powerboost, and he's like, basically, just be patient, man, don't worry. It'll take about a month for the truck to kind of really get used to your driving and acclimate to the right numbers. But he's like, he's at like 25 plus miles a gallon, but he's on 85 octane, which that's interesting. I don't know. I don't see 85, but does that mean this thing can take E80? Does this thing take E85? I have no idea about that. That'll be very interesting. I haven't even looked into it. So he claims he drives in normal mode on most roads, and so he's getting really great mileage. That's really cool. I appreciate the subscriber reaching out to me and then help me out here. Give me a glimmer of hope, right? And if he's claiming 25 plus, that's wow. That's exciting. That's awesome. All right, well, let's continue on my adventures and see what I get. Am I just Mr. Leadfoot? Right? I guess that's probably what I am. I won't deny it. I get down the road, but at the same time, today I'm being Mr. Lightfoot, okay? So let's see how it continues to play out. Hey, there's a Maverick. I tell you, the Maverick to me just has such cool lines. Anybody out there is looking for a nice mini truck, I'm telling you, that's the truck right there. That is such a great vehicle. And here's the thing. That vehicle with the hydro boost setup is about impossible to find and get. But I guess the story in those is, man, it's just incredible how they redesign these roads. I mean, I'm just not all in these areas. And it's just, I'm puzzled sometimes where I'm freaking going. It's crazy. But anyways, that Maverick truck is such a nice truck. Can only imagine what the look at this here. Oh, isn't this nice? I can only imagine the hydro boost setup on that. What is it, like 44 miles a gallon or something like that? I mean, the question is, why all electric? It's so ridiculous. It's so sad that we have such a minority that are controlling this country. I mean, I know people tell you all the time, well, the minority have always controlled the majority. Yeah, but I'm not talking about the wealth. I'm talking about the the, the people's attitudes, the small minority screaming all the time, crying all the frickin' agenda stuff that they want to shove down people's throat. That's what I'm talking about. And it's ridiculous because they're persuading big business and other individuals to change the way things are being done at a radical pace. It's just beyond believable. One of my subscribers goes, "Hey, Iceman for POTUS." Yeah, I hear you, man, but Jesus Christ, you gotta have skin thicker than leather, blood thicker than motor oil, and then you gotta have people that'll pay you money to be devious and mischievous. I'm with you. I mean, for me, I appreciate, that's a very nice comment. I appreciate that. But golly, how do you, whew, yeah, yeah, right. It's funny. People that know me personally, they've mentioned more like, you should run for politics. I'm like, geez, I just tell you what, how do you sleep at night? So, yeah, yikes. But appreciate the support in the comments. All right, rolling. I'll put my cruise back on. Look at that. See, it goes instantly. So I just instantly hit the button. When you hit the button, it instantly goes to the blue cruise. Just to be amazed, Powerboost hasn't got more attention. But for Ford, it was all about the Lightning. Even for me, that's all I was fixated on, was that Lightning last year because of the Lightning, F-150 Lightning. And I'm so glad I got one and drove one and got the reality of it. But at the same time, letting go of my F-150 Tremor, kind of thinking that Lightning would kind of replace it. Oh my gosh. Anybody out there, if you have a Tremor truck or this Powerboost and you think you're going to get the same enjoyment out of the F-150 Lightning, you're not. The F-150 Lightning is like 800 pounds more than this truck here, and you feel it. You so feel it. And then it's a constant challenge of electrifying the vehicle. I just told you a story. The guy that works for me that drives my F-150 Black Lightning Lariat, he this morning showed up to work, and he can't work today because the truck only had 20 miles of range. And yeah, I don't have the supercharger station because the guy that sold the truck never gave it to Coons Baltimore Ford. And for the record, I gave up my charging station. I shouldn't have. I mean, I should have kept it. That was too damn nice because I don't have a charging station without going to spend a chunk of money. But then I got to upgrade my whole shop. It's not that easy. That, at the end of the day for me now, that I'm sure would be a $15,000 project. And why do I say that? Well, Dominion Power came out and scoped my property, and what they said is they could put everything in, and based on my electricity usage, they could get it paid back over X amount of time. But I mean, okay, so if I wasn't paying that much in electricity and usage, what's the real story? What would be the real amount of money that's costing to bring in all new electric? And then I just have to pay for my own panel, my own electrical hookup, my own electrician. I mean, so to me, just between the power station now that I didn't get with the black truck, and me then paying electrician, I'm sure I'm at $5,000 conservative, $5,000, so I can charge the vehicle faster. And is it really, like today, but I have so many vehicles, and all sincereness, the guy who works for me, I can throw him in my Ford Maverick and you go to work today. So it wasn't really that big a deal. But for somebody else, I'm trying to relate to you, if you don't have a fast charge power hookup and you're going to go to work and you forgot to charge your car, you've got a dilemma. Yeah. And so, anyways, the whole point is, I think the Powerboost is the better choice over the F-150 Lightning truck. That's what I feel. I mean, I feel that It's just you can do so much more. You can go on road trips. You can tow. You just so much more usability in the vehicle. And so for me, it's the better pick than the F-150 Lightning truck. I say Powerboost. Powerboost is the correct decision. Anybody out there looking for a really nice F-150 truck, I'm going to tell you right now, I would go for the Powerboost. That would be my decision. And this is what happens. It goes from Blue Cruise to just driver assistance. Yes. Wow, so I'm thinking to myself right now, that Grand Cherokee L, it's hard to believe that thing doesn't have hands-free driving. I can't even remember. It's just, I barely drove that car, but as far as I know, it's adaptive cruise, has the night vision, but it's hard to believe. I don't think Dodge, or I should say Jeep, has the hands-free driving. I don't think that's in those vehicles, which that's kind of hard to believe. Wow. We are. I mean, this is just such a nice setup. I've said it 15 times. It's just a shame this truck didn't have. Oh, that's the challenge for me. When I buy cars, the constant challenge is the vehicle will have something that irks me, that eventually convinces me to get rid of it, get something else. That F-150 truck, that Tremor truck was not anything about that. That was more about, I bought a very expensive Lightning truck, and I thought, okay, if I can get this, and I sacrifice it for the F-450, for the kid to have that. But that truck there, thinking back, I don't know, I'd have to say the only thing that maybe I wish it had was massaging seats in that vehicle. But they don't, the way that vehicle's optioned out, that isn't available. So that's the thing. In this truck here, if it would have come with the heated steering wheel and the massaging seats, wow, this would just be like a huge, really just, I'd be like, yeah, this is it. This really is the package. To be like totally like really content, not second guess myself. And that's the danger. Down the road, I'll see a Powerboost on the lot, different color, and it'll have the massaging seat, it'll have the heated steering wheel, and blah, blah, blah. Then I'll be like, oh, maybe I should trade this one for that one. That's just like, yeah, geez, you know what? I should be able just to be able to put in massaging seats in the truck. I'm sure I can. Probably wouldn't be cheap, but all the plug and play, I'm sure cables are right there. Yep. Just never know, right? 21.6 in the Eco mode. Well, I'm going through the slow part of town. I'm getting electric drive out of this thing. But still, look at that mileage, man. I mean, now, one of my subscribers saying they're getting 25. But here's what you got to wonder. I just drive so many miles. Wonder how many miles he had on his truck before it kind of acclimated. Because I'm going to have 1,000 miles in this thing here. Next week at this time, it's going to be at least 1,000 miles, if not more. So like right now, what I'm going to do is I'm taking my foot off the gas right now. Okay, so here we go. Electric driving. All right, so how does it do? It's like right now, I'm not touching the pedal. I'm not doing nothing. And it's holding 35 mile an hour, 34 mile an hour, 33. So now I'm kind of, so put it at 33. Yes, that's, yeah. The miles per gallon, the fixation, right? We all get fixated in things, and until you get, it's about we get aggravated about things, and until we resolve that aggravation, we're still aggravated. Yeah, that's really what goes on with our pea brains. Oh, I'm down here in Old Sterling. This is totally the 60s, 70s, area. And it's just hard to believe what these houses probably sell for. It wouldn't surprise me if that house right over there is $500,000. But these are all $400,000, $500,000 homes in this Virginia area. For sure, 350, at least 350. But so, 60s, 70s. Sterling, Virginia was never known as like the upscale area. Going to Coonstraw Ford again. I got to take back the front hood protector and the wrong rear mud flaps. And yeah, do I escape this place? I mean, there's nothing here. I mean, the downside here is, yeah, they got some pretty cool vehicles sitting around, but there's nothing there. There's, it's all, we want to charge you through the roof to buy a car, which is, forget that. I mean, no, thank you. It's just really beyond believable, the position these dealers still have. But us car nuts keep it going. If us car nuts would stop doing it, then they'd look at Rivian. You've heard about Rivian? Rivian's laying off more people, and they're wanting people to work. They're laying off more people, but then the people they have want to work longer and harder. Boy, that's a tough market. One of the things about Ford's losses, or actually no, is Amazon. Amazon showed some pretty huge losses, all tied in with the Rivian product. So Rivian, apparently Amazon invested heavily into Rivian. Everybody's following the Rivian stock. It's down like close to 80%. Yeah, like Tesla. This is a clue. This person has no clue. This is a third lane here. You got a long haul to go down the lane and get back into the lane. So yeah, all right. You can go to Coonstraw Ford, get rid of the parts, get in, get out, move on. All right, here we go. And what's it look like from yesterday? I wonder how these guys are really doing. I mean, sincerely, how are they doing? Man, it's a dead of winter. Is that a Polestar? Yeah, I guess. Who the heck knows? Who can even keep track anymore? Look at all the cars. So I have these cars. I got that car right there. I mean, I have all these Mustangs. Guys are always hustling. You're a sales guy and you're making sales. It's just never ending. So that guy show up for his F250 Tremor. Bunch more cars came in last night, I can tell you that. All right, here we are. I gotta go in the back door and do all this stuff. All right, guess what I just got? I just got the inner liners. Doesn't make any sense why you just don't put these liners. And I got the correct mud flaps. But why don't they just put these fender well liners in the truck and they build them? I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Look at that electronic shock. I really had to crawl underneath this thing and check this thing out. Yeah, somebody wants to get in here. I get the hell out of the way. Right, all right. So we move on. Everybody's moving. Trash guy's here. He's like, gotta move your cars, man. I'm like, yeah. Well, get out of your way. See there, even I leave car dealerships unbeknownst to you without buying something. See there? I did it. I escaped as fast as possible. Oh, that ain't the dealership. Sadly, for me, those guys have done me a lot of favors and they've treated me well, but at the same time, just kind of transitions from one thing to another. So that's kind of what happens as I progress down the road and not see mileage yet. Yeah, that's one thing. The gentleman's watching my channel. Wonder how many miles he had on his truck before he really saw the that higher mileage. See, now that I'm in regular normal mode, and that's something I haven't talked about in this truck, is the normal mode is like sport mode. I haven't really said much about it. The normal mode in this truck is like me driving in sport mode and my other Ford trucks, because this electric motor setup. And yeah, can I continue to drive in eco mode? I could, but I'm just not really seeing radical And the gentleman on my YouTube channel that mentioned, he drives a normal all the time, and he's in that 25 miles per gallon. Wow, that's pretty phenomenal. Well, here we are, 21 miles a gallon. And I didn't do a lot of highway driving, being radical driving. I don't know. I hope that other subscriber of mine is, I don't think he's making anything up. It's encouraging. But I wonder how many miles are on his truck before he saw that mileage. That'd be my wondering. You know what I mean? Because I drive a lot of miles. Most people drive 1,000 miles a month. I'm driving 1,000 miles in a week. So, stay tuned. All right, look at this Ford Tremor truck. I just love the look of this Ranger truck. Factory. It looks awesome. Man, it's so cold up here. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it all up. And wow, the wife and I just talked. We're going to go to Tennessee next week. I can get this thing definitely in order for the tow. The tow video will be next week. I'll probably leave like next. I got to get 1,000 miles this thing between now and next Wednesday, so I can do my tow video on this thing with my motorcycle trailer. Or do I take my car hauler down, my smaller one? That'd be pretty cool. I love these big mirrors because it just makes it so you can tow an 8.5 foot wide trailer. Till you've done that with small mirrors, you don't get it. So, yeah. Boy, it's cold though. The mile per gallon didn't meet my quota. Was hoping to, but it didn't. And got my inner fender wheel well liners, but man, it's so cold. I can't see myself doing that. So anyways, thanks for watching my channel. Appreciate all the support and comments, and stay tuned for more adventures. But yeah, I'll kind of show you here in a second when I kind of wrap this thing up with what I'm thinking. We'll start thinking about this. Oh, that's too bad. Totally lost it. I was going to show you I have 525 miles on the truck. Let's see here. Get it back up. And 525 miles. Getting there. Yeah, so do I take down the shorty car hauler with my bikes or car, or I take the motorcycle trailer? That's the test right there, because that's what separated me. Come on, no, come on back. This car hauler here, the Bravo trailer, that separated me on my Tremor. Hey, come on back. Let's go. On my F350 gas Tremor. Got this my F150 Tremor V6 twin turbo. That's where I came to closure. The twin turbo is the better deal setup over that Godzilla. Beyond believable. Even I was blown away. But the fuel mileage, I think it was like 8, 9 on the Tremor F150, and I think it was like 7 on the Godzilla. I got videos of that. I could probably go back and look at that myself, right? Watch your own video, right? All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.